Hello, I'm Doom District, and I'm reviewing my MOC Kugelblitz, Toa of Plasma. Now, this guy is the first of the the second Toa team that I started making when I was getting back in the swing of building. He's a member of the Toa Palladians team, the Toa Paladins. He unfortunately is one of the half of the team that is dead. Palladian, the character, he's like the main bad guy of my little Bionicle story, and he kills like half of both Toa teams that I've shown so far. And Kugelblitz is one of those unfortunate victims. And because of that, character wise, he doesn't really have that much to him other than being a part of that team and getting killed. So I'll just get right into his build. His limbs are honestly pretty funky. They're simple, but the proportions of them are a little weird. His upper limbs are on his arms are these shorter, like not one long, I don't know, but the shortest like Hero Factory CCBS bone. Um, and then it's the second shortest on his upper legs, just with some tires on them to fill out the gap. But they're really short, his upper limbs compared to his lower limbs, which makes his proportions a little weird. But I kind of like it though, because he's kind of squat. Um, he's kind of a defensive kind of guy, like sit back and shoot, you know. He's heavily armored. He's meant to be like, since he has this cannon on his arm, and it releases like a lot of power, he's meant to be like a very durable Toa to like survive the heat and everything from this like cannon. And this cannon does like, you can spin it, but it's not very, doesn't spin very nice. Yeah, him having a quote unquote indestructible body or nearly indestructible body does not save him from death. Um, his lower legs are Metru legs. They have these foot pieces as armor. I like that they go up above the knee. I think that's a cool look. They're held on with these little Technic lift arms going through the back, so they have this Technic piece slotted in through here, and then like that forms like a connection, and then it has these little axles on the bottom slot on these lift arms so that they don't. I mean, the lift arm would hold it in place and keep it from wobbling too much anyway. But having just this extra one in there kind of helps it a little more. Otherwise, it already is kind of loose since it's not a pin connection, but it it still looks pretty good. I like how it looks. And I'll talk about his right arm first because it's the simpler one. Again, it's really funky just because of how short his upper arm is, but I kind of like how the posing of it works. Like I don't really have him just like standing in like a normal neutral pose very often, so it works pretty good with like dynamic posing and stuff. Uh, I like how I don't know if this is like a noticeable thing, but how his shin armor goes up above his knee, and then it kind of works the same. It almost works like he has similar armor or something. That this goes up like past his elbow. I think that looks pretty neat. Even if the proportions are a little weird. his left arm is just this giant cannon. Like I said a minute ago, it does spin, but it does have a good amount of friction, so it's a little funky. You can see how it's built in there. It has this like axle, like tri-winged axle piece, like this going in 3 different directions. And it's like stuck through an axle going all the way through here. And then it has this armor piece on the side, which I think looks good. And then the tube coming from it, it's kind of like he's got like a battery pack or something to charge it. He doesn't, but like I guess it would be like it's charged from him since he has the plasma powers. It kind of works having this thing back here, and it's almost like it feeds out of this orange blade piece. His torso is built off of a Mata torso, but I mostly just use the Mata torso as like a waist, so his shoulders and upper body are kind of built up from that. You can see in here that the top is here, but he's a little taller than that. I like the orange Nuva armor here on the hips. I think it pairs well with the silver up here on these armor pieces. It gives him kind of this like squat, rounded look. Originally, I had him. He had a shield, so I could crouch him down really low, and put him behind the shield, and he really did look like a little mini fortress or something. I thought that was pretty cool, but I needed to use that shield piece. I think it was one of those pieces from the what were they called? Like the Haga, or like the Toa that came out that were Metru, and then they like Likon and Nidiki, I think, and Norik, I think. I don't remember, but they had that like shield piece that you could. I think it had a spinning apparatus in it. Yeah, like it had a spinner, and you could fly the disc out. And I used that, I'm pretty sure, like a silver one for his shield originally when he did have it. But like I said, I needed it for something else. And so he just has this blaster arm. To look at his torso, these hand connectors are connected by these lift arms, and then they're stuck onto the front of this Mata body. And then his shoulders are kind of funky because they're on these Nika armor pieces, and they're attached to the side of the body, the Mata body here. You can see it's like hollow in there. And then with these Technic pieces, has these Metru Vaki waists here, and then the actual shoulders down here on this Hordika neck. So it's kind of a funky roundabout connection. I also just realized, I don't know if I noticed this when I was building it, but his right arm and his left arm, right arm, getting my directions mixed up because he's facing me. His right arm and his left arm this way, they don't match up, actually. I didn't even notice that. I don't know if I didn't have the piece or if I just didn't notice or what, but this Technic piece is black and this one's like a light bluish gray. But I like that he has this gear on the front here. It doesn't have like a function, but it does give off that Bionicle vibe. And then he's got another orange, like a Mari tube going around his waist. Kind of gives it like a utility belt look. And then I don't know if this eye stalk, because it's one of the light up ones from the Paraka. I don't know if it works still. I kind of doubt it, but I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, no. Oh, wait. You can kind of see in there. Yeah. You can kind of see in there. If I can get it to focus. Yeah, it does light up. It does still light. You can't really tell. Boom. Yeah. If I turned all the lights off, and then pressed his little eye stalk, you'd probably be able to tell it easier. But it does still kind of work, actually. I'm surprised. Let me get him in one final, like, pose for you. Blast this way. And there he is. That's Kugelblitz. I'm pretty sure Kugelblitz is like a theoretical black hole. It's not really relevant to plasma, but when I think of plasma, I think of like stars and like heat and stuff like that, like really hot stuff. And if I remember correctly, a Kugelblitz is like a theoretical like black hole that's created by heat. So that's kind of the what I was looking for in that name for him. Although I think that's not. I think they disproved that's like not possible or something recently. But I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I just build Bionicles. But yeah, that's been the review of this guy. Really easy one to do. I'll do the rest of his team next. If you, like I said before in my other videos, if you like seeing the mock reviews, like the video and subscribe to see more. I'll keep making them, and I'll keep building more mocks.